Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Lucky Buns. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down all of the events for the month of September. And let me tell you right now, we got a lot to talk about. So as always, before we go ahead and get started with the video, if you guys do find this helpful and informative, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button down below. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first off, we are not going to have a Shadow Legendary for the month of September. Giovanni is actually on vacation right now, so as of right now, Niantic has not actually made an announcement in regards to how long Giovanni is going to be on vacation, but we'll see if he actually comes back during October or if he's just going to be gone for the rest of the year. Anyways though, moving on over to the Breakthrough Box now. So this is actually really exciting. We're going to have Ditto available in the Breakthrough Box, and Ditto is actually going to be available in its shiny form for the first time since the Kanto event earlier this year. But wait, it actually gets better. So Ditto is also going to be available in the wild with its shiny form. So that is honestly amazing news. This is always how I kind of wanted Ditto to be released into Pokemon Go. But first of all, which Pokemon can actually transform into Ditto right now? So Niantic actually went ahead and changed which Pokemon can transform. So it's not going to be the previous ones like Pidgey or Rattata. It's going to be these Pokemon as follows. So we're going to have Ghastly, Drowsy, Remoraid, Teddiursa, Gulpin, Numel, Stunky, Dweeble, and Foongus. Those are going to be the Pokemon that can potentially transform into Ditto. Now for those of you who are a little bit newer to Pokemon Go, basically how the Ditto transformation works is that it's going to function off these same Pokemon. So let's say for example you're playing out with a friend and you guys both run into a Ghastly, you catch the Ghastly, it ends up being a Ditto. If your friend catches that same Ghastly, it'll also be a Ditto. Now with that being said though, the exception is that if that Ghastly was a shiny Pokemon, it actually can't transform into Ditto. But if that Ghastly was not a shiny, it can transform into Ditto, and it could potentially be a shiny Ditto. So hopefully that does make sense to all of you regarding the Ditto transformations, as well as if that Ditto Pokemon is a shiny beforehand. And if you need some more additional clarification, leave me a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll try to do my best to explain it a little bit further. So basically, to wrap things up right now, you're going to have a chance to get shiny Ditto from both the Breakthrough Box, as well as shiny Ditto from the wild from those respective Pokemon that I just mentioned. The next thing that we're going to talk about is going to be the weekly 1 Pokecoin bundle. This is going to continue from the month of August, and you will get 1 free remote raid pass every single week from this bundle. Now, of course, on the topic of raids, let's talk about what's going to be in the raid rotation during the month of September. So we actually have some interesting Pokemon upcoming. So from September 1st at 10 a.m. to September 14th at 10 a.m. your local time, Lugia with Aeroblast is actually going to come into rotation. Now, for those of you who don't know, Lugia is actually pretty good in the Master League, so if you end up getting a hundo, that is going to be pretty good for you. But with that being said, Lugia in general, when it comes down to raids, I mean, it's really not the best Pokemon. It's super tanky, but you're going to have way better options out there. Of course, you will have a chance to get it in its shiny form, so if shiny Lugia is something that you guys do want, I definitely do recommend taking advantage of it. But overall, I mean, Lugia is not anything crazy for some of the veteran players. That being said though, for the veteran players and just all players in general right now, from September 14th at 10 a.m. to October 1st at 10 a.m., Azelf, Uxie, and Mesprit, the Lake Trio, is going to be available in raids in their respective regions. Now the cool thing about this rotation though is that their shiny forms are going to be available this time around, so that is extremely exciting. Not to mention, we actually have remote raid passes this time around, so you could actually get all 3 shinies of the Lake Trio if you have friends in different parts of the world. Now with that being said though, I'm sure some of you are wondering, well, which parts of the world are these Pokemon going to be available in? So Azelf is going to be available in the Americas, so North America, South America, Central America. Uxie is going to be available in the Asia Pacific region, so like Australia. And then finally, Mesprit is going to be available in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and India. So find some friends who live in those specific parts of the world, and hopefully you can get some raid invites and maybe even get yourself one of the shiny forms. Now with the legendary Pokemon out of the way, let's actually talk about the Mega Pokemon for a little bit here. We normally don't go over Megas in these breakdown videos, but I've actually found a newfound respect for Mega Pokemon. I mean, just if you have extra free passes to use. If you don't, then I still probably wouldn't raid them, but if you have an extra free pass, you know, throw it in on Pokegenie, just get some extra Mega energy, and why not, right? It's not so bad. The rotation for Megas during the month of September are going to be as follows. Slowbro is going to be available from September 1st to September 14th, and then Houndoom is going to be available from September 14th to October 1st. So definitely try to get your hands on at least the Mega Houndoom energy. I feel like that one is actually pretty solid. And then of course, Raid Hour is also going to be available every single Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. your local time. The featured Pokemon for the raid hours are going to be the Pokemon available in their respective rotations. The raids are definitely looking decent this month, so I'm actually excited about that, and I still don't have a shiny Lugia, so hopefully I can actually grab one. Anyways, though, let's continue to move forward here. Let's talk about the events now for the month, which we do have some pretty exciting ones upcoming. The first event of the month is also going to be in relation to the new season of Mischief beginning on September 1st. So this is going to be the Hoopa event on September 5th. This is going to be an incense event from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And this is also going to feature a season-long special research with the ability to actually catch Hoopa. Now on top of that, we're also going to have a collection challenge available along with the free bundle in the shop that does contain an incense, so that's actually pretty cool. We're also going to get the bonus of ×2 candy for transferring Pokemon, which is crazy amazing because we just had that recently for a Spotlight Hour, so we're getting that back real soon. Very, very cool. Definitely stock up on a lot of rare Pokemon right now, especially those Darumakas. Now, of course, I'm not done yet. We're also going to have field research tasks that do contain rare candy rewards, which is actually really uncommon to see. I don't know how common these are going to be or even what the tasks might be, but these are definitely something I would take advantage of if you can, because rare candy tasks, man, there's no reason not to. Those are so good. Now the Incense Day is going to work very similar to how it has in the past. We're going to have hourly rotations for Psychic type Pokemon and Ghost and Dark type Pokemon. Ghost and Dark type Pokemon are actually going to be combined for this event, so the rotation at 11 a.m. is going to start off with Psychic type Pokemon, and then it's going to be turning into Ghost and Dark type during the second hour, and then just repeats from there until the end of 5 p.m. So the Pokemon that are going to be featured for the Psychic type hours are going to be as follows: Execute, Jinx, Natu, Spoink, Girafarig, Munna, and Beldum. Additionally, they also say that there are going to be more Pokemon, but those are the ones that they did highlight on the actual blog post. Now for the Ghost type and Dark type hours, we're going to have Alolan Rattata, Poochyena, Duskull, Purloin, Sableye, Carvanha, and Drifblim. And then, of course, you also have other Pokemon that are going to be available. This event definitely seems decent, so mark it in your calendars if you guys want to. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, there is going to be an exclusive pose available called the Pokeball Lift Avatar Pose, and you'll get this from actually completing the collection challenge, so definitely make sure to get that done during the event. So with the Hoopa event out of the way, let's move on over to our next event of the month. This one is going to take place from September 8th at 10 a.m. to September 13th at 8 p.m. And this event is going to be called the Psychic Spectacular. So of course this event is going to feature Psychic-type Pokemon, I'm pretty sure that was self-explanatory, but we're also going to get a new Pokemon debut. Now, they haven't said which Pokemon it's going to be, but they did actually give us a hint. Be careful of revolving too much of your life around one thing. You might find that it could overturn at a moment's notice. I'm not really sure what Pokemon this could be. Maybe some of you guys have a better idea. Let me know in the comment section down below. All answers are valid. I'm totally confused on this hint. Like, normally I can kind of get the hints, but this one, I'm completely lost, guys. I need your help. Now, other than that, there's actually no more details for this event, so we're going to move on over to our next event of the month, which is actually going to be September Community Day. So I didn't actually make a video going over Samurott or just the analysis for Samurott with Hydro Cannon. I didn't want to do it just yet because Samurott is also going to get access to Razor Shell after the event, which you can get with a Charge TM. It's not going to be an exclusive Community Day move, unlike Hydro Cannon is. Now with that being said though, Razor Shell isn't actually in the Game Master file, so we don't really know how this move is going to operate. It could be really good, it could also be really bad. I wanted to wait to do my analysis video until that move was actually in the Game Master file, just so I could put it all together and not just kind of do one on Hydro Cannon and then do another video on Hydro Cannon and Razor Shell. Not to mention, I have been extremely overwhelmed with content lately, if you haven't noticed. I've been uploading a lot, so Pokemon Go has not been giving me very many breaks. I'll most likely do an analysis for Samurott as we actually get closer to the September Com Day, which again is going to be on the 19th. But until then, I think I'm just going to take it easy, and hopefully Razor Shell does get added into the Game Master file sometime between now and then. Anyways, though, some of the bonuses from this event are going to be 3 times catch experience, so that one's okay. Honestly, catch experience isn't super crazy these days, but we'll see how that one goes. I don't think Oshawott is, like, super easy to get excellent throws on. It might be okay. I kind of feel like it's just going to jump around a lot, though. Additionally, though, Incense are going to be 3 hours like usual. Lure modules are also going to be 3 hours like usual, so that's fantastic. They're going to have the special $1 research, which I never really think is worth it, but hey, it is what it is. You're going to get a few snapshots with Oshawott as a surprise encounter. That's always really cool. And then they're going to have a Com Day box, which will feature 5 Lucky Eggs, 5 Rainy Lure modules, and Elite Fast TM, along with 50 Ultra Balls. So if you guys want an Elite Fast TM, I would definitely take a look at that box. But other than that, there's not really too much else to go over for this Com Day. Once again, I'll do an analysis closer to the actual event for Samurott, but until then, we'll just leave it as is. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to have one more event for the month of September. This is actually going to be Fashion Week, and this event is going to take place from September 21st at 10 a.m. to September 28th at 8 p.m. And once again, all of the events are going to operate in local time zones. So specifically for Fashion Week, unlike some of the other events, we don't really have too many details. During Fashion Week, we're essentially just going to get more Pokemon with costumes and maybe some new outfits in the trainer shop, and that's kind of it for right now. We don't know what Pokemon are going to be featured or if those Pokemon can even evolve. So Fashion Week, in my opinion, definitely does seem a bit underwhelming, but for the rest of the month, we definitely do have a lot lined up, so I can't really complain. Now with the events being covered, we can move on over to my favorite part of these videos, the Spotlight Hour breakdowns. So we're going to have 4 Spotlight Hours for the month of September, and again, these Spotlight Hours are going to be every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. your local time. So we're going to have Spotlight Hours on the 7th, the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. Now I do also want to mention that all of these Pokemon can be available in their shiny form, so that is really cool as well. So on September 7th, we're going to have the featured Pokemon be Spoink, and the bonus is going to be ×2 Stardust on catching Pokemon. Now following that, on September 14th, we're going to have Baltoy, and the bonus is going to be ×2 experience on catching Pokemon. Now on September 21st, we're going to have Skitty as the available Pokemon, and the bonus is going to be ×2 candy on catching Pokemon. And then finally, on September 28th, we're going to have the featured Pokemon as Alolan Meowth, and the bonus is going to be ×2 candy on transferring Pokemon. So that one is always my favorite Spotlight Hour for the month, mainly just because I stockpile so many Pokemon to just get extra candy on. So overall, the Spotlight Hours this month definitely do seem a little bit more interesting. Most of them aren't really like that meta relevant. Actually, none of them are really that meta relevant at all. I can't think of any of them that are meta relevant. But with that being said, they all have their shiny available, so I know for shiny hunters out there, this will be a pretty good month for, farming these Pokemon, if you don't have those shinies already. To be honest, a lot of these shiny Pokemon aren't super common in Pokemon Go. Like, I actually have the Baltoy shiny, but I don't have any of the other shinies, so I don't have Spoink or Skitty or Alolan Meowth. Alolan Meowth isn't a Pokemon that spawns in the wild, it's mostly hatched from eggs, so this is actually a really good opportunity to get a shiny Alolan Meowth or get the set. So that's basically going to do it for the Spotlight Hours right there. We actually have one more thing to go over though. This is more of a quality of life update for the game. The evolution preview is going to actually get upgraded sometime during the month of September. We don't know when exactly, but essentially the evolution window is now going to display the CP of the Pokemon that it's going to evolve into, as well as which leagues it's going to be eligible in for PvP. So if it's actually going to go higher than the Great League 1500 CP, it'll let you know. If it's going to be higher than Ultra League, it's going to let you know, etc. Of course, Master League, it's unlimited, so it'll never, cross anything off there. But this is actually really good. If you were going to evolve a Pokemon and you're not sure if it's going to go past 1500 CP, sometimes that does happen, and it is very, very frustrating. So looking forward to that update later down the line. Hopefully it doesn't make evolutions take longer. That's the only downside that I think we might experience here, but overall it seems like a very positive update. And so with that being said, we've now covered basically everything for the month of September, and I'm sure some of you are kind of feeling overwhelmed, so let's go through some highlights right now and what I personally think are going to be worth paying attention to during this month. So of course, we don't have any Shadow Pokemon, don't need to worry about that, but the Breakthrough Box, make sure you guys are taking advantage of your shiny Ditto chances, especially since Ditto is just a random Pokemon in the wild. There's no guarantee that you're going to run into Ditto super commonly, so getting it from the Research Breakthrough Box is honestly such a big advantage. If you have trackers, you'll probably be able to find Ditto more often, but I'm assuming a lot of you guys don't have access to trackers, so hunting it might be kind of time consuming, but the Breakthrough Box is guaranteed, so definitely take advantage of that in terms of getting yourself potentially a shiny Ditto. Now, of course, with that being said, make sure to grab the weekly 1 Pokecoin bundle every single week. It's a free remote raid pass, there's no reason not to get it. When it comes down to raids, Lugia is going to be available in its shiny form with Aeroblast. That one's actually decent to pay attention to, depending on if you're focused on Master League or just if you want a shiny Lugia. And then we're also going to have the Lake Trio available in their shiny form, so that's going to be another raid boss trio that is pretty worth raiding in my opinion. Following that, the Mega Pokemon, Houndoom is definitely one that stood out to me. Now when it comes down to the events of the month, of course Calm Day is going to be a given. The Hoopa event does seem pretty good. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about the Psychic Spectacular or the Fashion Week. Those kind of seem whatever at the moment to me, at least until more details do come out for those events. But definitely the Hoopa event, definitely Calm Day, make sure to participate in those. And then of course when it comes down to the Spotlight Hours, if you are shiny hunters, I would definitely recommend participating in all of them. When it specifically comes down to the bonuses, of course ×2 candy transfer is going to be the go-to. Make sure that you mark that one in your calendar for sure. September 28th, don't forget it. And then to be honest, for the rest of the bonuses, I wouldn't recommend using a Star Piece or a Lucky Egg. The Lucky Egg is definitely worth using for the Evolve experience, but we don't actually have that one this month, so A little bit unfortunate, but hey, it happens sometimes. And I think that's about everything that stood out to me. So overall, the month of September does look pretty good for Pokemon Go. I'm excited for Shiny Ditto the most, so I hope some of you guys are as well. Let me know in the comment section down below what you're looking forward to, and of course, as always, if you ended up finding this video helpful and informative, please make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and I will see you all real soon in the next one.